Hi, I'm Wanda Huffaker. I'm from Salt Lake County Library Services. Going to be reading In Our Mother's House by Patricia Polacco. I chose this book because we defended this book in the state of Utah just a couple of years ago from a challenge. It was actually banned. And so putting that much work into it, it became very close to it in defending it. And one thing I learned from it was a very important intellectual freedom principle. And that was that we have not only the freedom to read, but the freedom to not read. When people said we need to make people read this book so they understand, is that people also have the freedom to not read. And that was very important to me. And that's why I've chosen it, because I've learned a lot from that. This is about two mothers that raise a family, and it was very controversial there. When my mothers told me about how they brought me home to live with them, shortly after I was born, their eyes would shine and glisten and then grin from ear to ear. They told me how they walked across dry, hot deserts, sailed through turbulent seas, flew over tall mountains, and trekked through fierce storms just to bring me home. Then they'd get tears in their eyes when they'd tell me what it was like to hold me in their arms for the very first time. 3 years after I was born, my brother Will came to us. He was so tiny, 3 days old. Then there was Millie. We always kidded that our mothers found her under a lily pad in an enchanted pond deep in a hidden forest. She became part of our family when she was 2 months old, 3 days after Will had come. We watched our mothers grow old together in that house. They passed away within a year of each other. Will, Millie, and I placed them together on a green hillside overlooking the bay, very near the place where they pledged their love to each other so many years ago. Will and his family live in our mother's house now. We were so pleased that it didn't go to a stranger, and it is still a gathering place for all of us and our families. The walls still whisper our mother's names. All of our hearts find peace whenever we were there, not only remembering them, but being there together in our mother's house.